Welcome everyone. Good morning. Give me just one sec. Oh man. Alright. Man. Late nights, early mornings. I was up till like 1 a.m. last night. And I'm not a person to stay up late. Definitely not. But it's still a good morning. We're up. Didn't get up at the usual time that I do, but hey, happy to be here. Super grateful and ready to start the week. So, as always, we're gonna start with the DXY, and we're gonna dive into the economic week. 1 second. Just want to remind everybody that there isn't a whole lot going on for the US dollar this week. At least not that I'm aware of. Maybe I could be way off, but so far not really anything that catches my attention too much. Let's go through it together though. Okay, so for Monday we got GBP and AUD news. Tuesday, 8:30 a.m. we have Canadian CPI, and then on Tuesday at 2 p.m. we have FOMC meeting in minutes. Now, a lot of people see this FOMC news, and they don't realize that this isn't that really high impact volatility one. Okay, so there is. The way that I'm able to tell the difference between the two is when there's a 2 and 2:30. Okay, a 2 p.m. and 2:30 p.m. news, and this one just has the one. So this one just kind of showed you that it's not it. It's not the FOMC that we know and love. Okay, just an FYI, so that way you're not looking forward to FOMC all week or the whole start of the week. I don't think it'll be very, very high impact. Wednesday comes through, we got some AUD news. Then 8:30 a.m. unemployment claims. Unemployment claims come out every single week. Once a week they come out. And last week it had a pretty decent move to set up EU. So it's not news to take very. If you trade only indices, maybe it's a news to take a little bit more lightly. But if you trade currencies at all, it's a news event that I'd pay attention to for this week. Okay, 10 a.m. we got consumer sentiment, revised consumer sentiment, and then after that, on Thursday we have bank holiday, right? It's Thanksgiving, so nothing really there. Euro and GBP are gonna have quite a bit of a London session, right? Maybe London sets up something good for indices. And then Friday you have at 9:45 a.m. we have flash PMI. right? And I believe, yeah, and I believe that's it. I mean, that's it for this week. So, really, the only things that I'd pay attention to is that Wednesday one and Friday one. Besides that, Thursday, I'm personally going to be taking it easy. All the assets that I trade are U.S. assets on a bank holiday. I mean, I take those. It's not that you can't find a trade. Excuse me. It's not that you can't find the trade or won't be able to trade. It's just your probabilities are a lot lower. And I don't mind. I love it when the market gives me days off. Excuse me. Yeah, I personally really enjoy getting some days off from the market. So, looking forward to Thursday. And yeah, let's get going. Alright, guys. DXY. On a monthly perspective, we've been looking at this whole range, right? Potentially come down to here. We were first looking here, we went past that, now we're looking here. Alright, all of these areas were mentioned last week. Another area that really gets my attention besides the monthly is this low right here, this imbalance. So I'm going to move my objective down to that side. We already kind of started moving in that direction. This is the last breaker that I see though. So I'm kind of curious what we end up doing, 50% or below. But 50% or below rests this liquidity. So as of right now, I want to see what price action ends up doing. But in terms of the weekly, yeah, I would say that would be my clear objective, is 103 whole level. I'm actually gonna journal that, so give me a second. Alright, cool. Yeah, first objective is 10300, 103 whole level. I like that level, 103 whole level. That's the objective. Cool. Give me 1 second. Just journaling this piece. Setting up my journal for this week. I hope you guys are doing it as well. I must have I'm in no rush to be at the indices. Okay, cool. It's 103 whole level, perfect. On the daily perspective, we've already taken a lot of liquidity towards the downside, but honestly, we could just keep dropping. So I'm gonna say this next low right here gets my attention. And hey, we could reject to the upside first and get a pullback. And if that ends up being the case, for me on DXY, I want to see this gap right here. 1 second. This gap. Let's go back to the weekly. Yeah. I feel like we can get up there before we melt down. In terms of the weekly though, we also have some gaps over here. So let's go back 1 second. I'm going to be marking out the gap that we played with for so many months. 3 months. An area that we just kept playing with right there. On a weekly perspective or monthly perspective, I see just these gaps right here. So I'm going to mark those out too. are in a gap right now. Very small, so I'm gonna look at it more on a weekly. Okay, weekly perspective seems pretty solid. There's an imbalance down here I'm gonna be marking out. That looks like a pretty solid area. Give me one sec. Yep, pretty solid areas. And then this one right here, I'm gonna delete the back one. I'm gonna leave this new one here. Yeah, okay, cool. Alright. Besides that, I mean, I do see some gaps right here, but they line up with this one pretty nice. So we're gonna leave that there. But in terms of the daily, give me a second. Just journal that real quick. Cool. Let's look at the 4 hour. 4 hour does look like it can retrace back into this area. If we do, this is the previous area of distribution that I'd be looking for to go short on. Yeah, this previous area of distribution also gets my attention. So we'll see what we end up doing, but so far, if we go long, I can see us going long above Asian high. No, we're gonna leave that there. All right, we'll come back to the XY. Indices, I'm gonna clear them out. All right, so indices. Honestly, I wanted to talk to you guys about indices. Okay, because you got S&P on the right, Dow Jones on the middle, and then NASDAQ on the left. Okay, and NASDAQ last week took out some major liquidity. Okay, NASDAQ took out some major liquidity, and so did Dow. Or wait, these are both NASDAQ. Let me move it to Dow. Okay, these are the same highs in terms of timing. Same highs, same weeks. Okay. NASDAQ has taken out the liquidity. Dow has fell to, and so has S&P. Now, you guys know that we've been studying price action for quite a bit in terms of divergence this year. We dove a lot, really deep into it this year. So, for me at least, I'm going to take this as a sign that the current trend is weakening, right? What are we going to do with this information? And what you can anticipate is that the current trend that we're in is weakening, right? We are in some key levels in price, and now we're seeing divergence on a way bigger scale. So to me, this is a pretty good sign. I feel like we're gonna get some bears in. I'm not saying that we're gonna take out the low, but this may be the start of a retracement here soon, right? So I'm gonna pay attention to that this week. Maybe we get the start of this really nice retracement. Yeah, give me 1 second. All right, cool. I'm actually gonna journal this just because something is cooking up. Okay. So just being aware of that divergence there. Okay, then on NASDAQ here, we got this gap right here. That one gets my attention. Potentially come back to and short from. Gets my attention. There's this gap right here as well. It's a lot of gaps right there. I'm not going to mark out all of them, but quite a bit of insufficiencies there. Alright, so in terms of a weekly perspective on NASDAQ, let me delete these real quick. Hide them from this time frame. Alright, so in terms of NASDAQ for the weekly, I mean, I would love to see that previous weekly high taken first before we start rejecting down. That doesn't necessarily have to happen, but yeah, I would love to see one more push higher before we dump. So I'm gonna say this breaker block right here that lines up with the high of that. I mean, this rejection block. Okay, when you utilize that rejection block, and we're also going to note this rejection block. Cool. On a weekly, yeah, on a weekly, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna link it. Give me just one sec. And our weekly objective is 16,046. You know what? I'm gonna save 1600 even. 1600 even. Okay. So on the way to that high, if we get to that high, bravo. If we don't get to the high, I won't be surprised. But I'm gonna say 1600 even, or 16,000 even. Okay. 16,000 even. All right. And in terms of the daily, some shorts. I want to see the previous daily low. Given the DXY is given that major pullback to the Asian highs, at least that's what we were aiming for. I'm gonna say that previous daily low. So actually, that imbalance right here on the downside. So that imbalance is my objective today. Probably won't see anything until we take out this high. We'll see what happens after we take out that high. But actually, price action is climbing up pretty nicely. You know, we may just end up going long, and my objective is totally off. We'll see after we take out that high. Was that the open? Oh, it was. Nice. %50 of the wick looks nice. I'm guessing you're talking about that that like weekly wick or that daily wick we had, right? That one. Yeah, it does look nice. It's about 50%. It's about that gap right there. So it lines up very nicely. We're just mitigating out of new weekly opening gap right here. Okay, let's go to Dow. Dow also traded into some insufficiencies here on the left. And in terms of Dow, for the weekly objective, for me at least, Dow, previous weekly high. It seems a lot more achievable than NASDAQ, to be honest. So previous daily high for me on Dow. There just happens to be a little tiny ass gap right there too, so yeah, just a overall more confirmation. There's a little bigger gap right here, and I'm going to utilize that one instead. Because it's slightly bigger, and it covers that one basically, so perfect. Gap here, gap here. Okay. Just going through the range and marking out gaps. Gap here. Alright, cool. And we're down on the daily. Or actually, I should get to the weekly objective was previous weekly high. Give me 1 sec. Got an alert on NASDAQ. I think it was from last week. We're approaching that 1600 mark pretty fast. Alright. So Dow on a weekly. And we're looking at 35,168. 35,168. And I'm gonna just round that to 35,170. It's fairly close. $35,170 on a daily perspective. Personally, I still do think that we can short. So I'm gonna trustmyself.com. Look at that previous daily low. quick little announcement. Tomorrow for our last stream, Matthew's actually going to be with us as well. Matthew will actually be with us tomorrow, running our technical Tuesdays. Tomorrow is the last session that I'm going to be doing for the year. Just a heads up. I haven't done S&P markups. I mean, yeah, we're just walking its price action up. Honestly, S&P may take previous daily high. Dow, I doubt it. And NASDAQ already took it. Just a little bit of divergence there. Got some bearish divergence with the indices. Dow not taking out previous daily high, NASDAQ sweeping out that previous daily high, and then S&P attempting to take that previous daily high. I do believe that S&P may take it. Okay, so maybe I'll be sitting on the sides waiting for that. Since NASDAQ was the one that swept liquidity on that weekly perspective, when we were on the weekly looking at that divergence, and NASDAQ was the only one that took out those previous weekly highs, I'm actually going to be favoring NAS shorts over anything else. So I'm going to be looking at NAS shorts more because it's just deeper in premium. Excuse me. Jesus. Yeah, no, I am feeling like a little bit of a zombie today. How was everyone's weekend? How was everyone's weekend? It is the 20th of November, and it is a beautiful 0 degrees Celsius here in Utah. We got some pink skies at the moment, and I guess Fahrenheit it's 34 degrees, but 0 degrees Celsius. It sounds way better in Celsius. Sounds more cool. Like, it sounds way colder. Like, you're at 0. You're, like, in the negatives almost. It's fucking... damn. Alright, guys. Also, I remember telling you guys that about my new product that's being released. And you guys are going to be the first rounds of individuals that get to be a part of that product, okay? And before I release it to the public, actually, I'm only going to release it to you guys, all right? So I am going to release it to the public next week, but I'm going to release it to you guys or everyone here today. So the way I'm going to do that, I'm going to give 2 of these away. Okay, I'm gonna give 2 of these away today and 2 of them away tomorrow, and We're just gonna give a, do quotes, right? Do quotes. Actually, all right. No, I'm gonna do this instead. Look, guys, whoever wants to participate on the giveaway, okay, and I'm gonna be giving away three things. Okay, one would be the Q&A. Okay, remember that last week I was mentioning to you guys that I wanted to do Q&A, a Q&A video. Okay, right? So you guys, or you can ask any question in regards to trading, and then I'll break down that subject, that trade, that setup, whatever it may be. I'll break it down in 15-20 minute video recording, and then I'll send it over to you for you to keep. Right, so we can do that. We're gonna give away 2 of those, and I'm giving away a 1-hour one-on-one as well. Okay, so since it is our last week for 2023, I want to make sure that you guys are getting well taken care of. And so the way we're gonna do this, though, give me 1 second. Okay, you could either do it this way, or you can just go straight to my Instagram, right? But in my link tree, you have my Instagram here, or you can just go straight to my Instagram. Okay, and on this post right here, okay, on this post, everyone that comments ready, the word ready, everyone that comments the word ready on it will get added to the giveaway. It's that simple. All you got to do is comment ready. You guys go comment ready on that post, and I will enter your name on that giveaway. Not difficult at all, right? Super easy. All you got to do is go comment on this post ready. All right, and I will add you guys to the giveaway. The one tomorrow is going to be more on the spot. I'm just going to do quotes tomorrow instead, and then today we're going to do this, right? But I'll add everyone's name to the giveaway who comments ready. Super simple. You guys got till the end of the day. Yeah. And I think it's just such a cool product, the way that to do it. 1 second. There we go. Didn't want to switch on me. Alright, so we got some sort of rejection, slight rejection. Guys, I'm not one to pick tops or bottoms. I don't like to pick tops or bottoms. Last week I did pick the top out of EU, but it's not something that I commonly do. I don't like to pick tops or bottoms. I write their C price, move in one direction, create a market structure shift, and then for me not to have to guess anything, right? We did come up on this key level. We are seeing some divergence on these key levels, right? And NASDAQ taking out previous daily high, Dow failing to take out previous daily high, S&P failing to take out previous daily high as well. So you got some bearish divergence there across the indices. And so now what we want to see here is, this is a key level, right? So what do we want to see out of these key levels? I want to see one, always time. But I want to see everything else. I want to see a set of either divergence, which is what we're getting here, right? That previous daily high, S&P and Dow failing to take that. We got some start of divergence, right? And ideally, I'd want to see either like a market structure shift down before entering. Smart money reversal pattern, which I don't think I've ever spoken about publicly on YouTube, but I will talk to you guys about that in the future. And accumulation, manipulation, distribution, the power of 3. So we're going to look for one of those three. One of those other 4 assets, other 4 strategies, methods, protocols, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, I don't think that S&P is done yet. I think we are gonna take out that high on S&P. So just kind of waiting on that. I was clapping. Man. Damn, I don't know what that's in response to be honest. DXY just ended up melting down. We completely avoided that Asian high and just started pushing down lower towards our objective. I'm actually gonna leave that there. I'm dumping pretty hard. EU's flying. Ooh, I see a couple of people commented already. Nice, good stuff, guys. Got 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice, good stuff, guys. Yeah, take advantage of that stuff, man. Take advantage of these giveaways. No market structure shift, not really anything screaming out shorts other than that divergence on both the daily and the weekly. So as of right now, price action is still walking itself up. You guys can see this bullish order flow, higher high, higher low, higher high. Previous area of accumulation still being respected for the most part. NASDAQ with the pump. S&P, got a little bit ways to go on S&P. We're almost there. We're gonna add an alert there on S&P. Longs into these areas were clean. Dow longs here. Excuse me. So EU, if you guys can see here, EU took out that previous daily high. I mean that previous high right here. And then DXY is failing to take out its previous low. So I'm kind of thinking accumulations from here to that area, to our original area. And likewise with EU, I'm looking at shorts to potentially target these first initial lows, but Asian low. And then this whole area here, I have no idea what's highlighted. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I have no idea what that was. Yeah, we are in this previous area of distribution here. Excuse me. I'm yawning so much today. So I apologize for the yawn trains going on. to see us take this out first, and then maybe we'll get some distribution up there. S&P's almost there. Oh man, I didn't even realize that my volume was really low. Can you guys hear me okay? I should always do a sound check, but can you guys hear me okay? Music's not too loud. Yeah, that might have been in a really quiet setting. That whole first half of the video of the recording. All right, cool. I'm glad that you guys can hear me. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, these longs were pretty nice. They're kind of explosive. Had very clear objectives. But again, I'm just staying with the higher probable side. You shorted right there. I'd look to go short here. Is there an imbalance or something there? Yeah. But just look at the 5 minute. 5 minute traded into an imbalance. Alright, so just wait for that 5 minute to develop. Honestly, if we get back in there just a tad bit higher, I'm gonna get in for shorts on EU. Okay, if we came back for this little high right there, after the hourly, here in about less than 3 minutes, 2 minutes, about 2 minutes, yeah. S&P took out previous daily high. Perfect. Dow fell into take out previous daily high. That Nasdaq took out previous daily high with S&P. So DXY also, again, that divergence with EU. I won't be taking this if it comes before the hourly open. 1 more minute on the hour. Couple more seconds before the hourly. There it is. Bro, the spread, the order fill on skill funded trader is fucking horrible. I am in though. I am in on the short on EU. Aiming down for this first blue box down here as my first target. But yeah, my spread is horrible on skill funded trader, man. I honestly, I'm not gonna recommend that prop firm to anyone. I guess it's not so much the spread, but the order fill. Like the order fill is horrible. It's always super delayed. Again, I'm just aiming for the low. The way that I took it, I usually don't like to put these here just because I want you guys to be able to have your own plan and stop loss and all that stuff. But I put my stop loss above the body right there. And then, yeah, again, aiming for this. Again, 5 minute is bullish, right? 5 minute is bullish, so if we get a little bit of back and forth, it's normal. Might be the only thing I take today, to be honest. Travel with Kunal. Any particular strategy you follow? Yes, ICT. I trade ICT concepts, and all credits go to him and smart money and everybody that's taught me smart money. But mainly nowadays, I'm mainly trading ICT concepts. Right, 1 second. So this is what I'm trading here. This guy. You guys can follow him on YouTube, subscribe. He's also on Twitter. He's not active on Twitter anymore. He was active. I think he's going to take some time off. But here's his YouTube. He has all the content for free on there. All the content is free on his YouTube. So subscribe. You know, I'm pretty sure he recently mentioned that he was going to keep adding more content on there that he had in the past. So, you know, we're just keep your eyes on that. But this is the guy that I've learned most of my concepts from. So like 90% of the credit goes to him. The other 10% goes to the boys at Trade House that taught me how to trade smart money concepts first, and then that really brought me or took me to ICT. So which of his strategies? I guess the 2022 model, the 2022, because 2023 had just a bunch of content, but mainly the 2022 model. And so I went through his core mentorship, like the 12-month core mentorship, and that really like changed the game for me. I think that's what started it all, is that the core 12-month mentorship that he has on YouTube. That when I finished that, it took me over a year to finish, by the way, but when I did finish it, my understanding of the markets was way different, way different, expanded tremendously. So highly recommend the 12-month core mentorship for anyone that's ever looking to get started on ICT concepts. The 12-month mentorship is ridiculous. You're currently on month 3. Yeah, brother, wait till you get to month 4. Month 4 is one of my favorite months, and I watched month 4 like I was on it for weeks. Month 4 is my favorite month. It's month 4 and month 7. Month 4 changed my life. Month 7 put it all together. I am truly excited for you to get through those, and yeah, no, it's gonna be beautiful. And is anyone in EU shorts? Is anyone in EU shorts? Can you guys drop some 5s in the chat if anybody's in EU shorts? Drop some 5s in the chat. Let's go. I'm glad you're touching EU, bro. I'm glad. I know we've been talking about shipping. We were talking about EU a little bit more, man. And I'm glad that we both made the initiative to start trading it more. Jareth, my guy, let's go, bro. I mean, happy Monday, guys. So here's how this is gonna go: is as soon as this candle creates an imbalance to the downside, or as soon as we close below this imbalance with the body, I'm gonna put my stop loss right above that imbalance, and I'm gonna mark it out so that way you guys have it as well. I'm gonna mark it out here on the chart. Okay, it is this imbalance here. That one right there. You guys see it? Okay. As soon as the 5-minute closes below it, my stop loss will go to that high right there. I'm actually just gonna go break even. Not right now, but as soon as that 5-minute closes right there. My entry was like right here, anyways, right where that picture is. I was in EU buys when New York started and finished the trade when the 4-hour liquidated sweep. Nice, nice. I know a lot of people that were in these longs as well. The longs were beautiful, beautiful longs. All right, that candle closed. 5-minute. So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna come over here and go break even on my trade. Alright, let's go look at indices. Indices look like they're just climbing up. DXY looking pretty nice for that continuation higher. Basically on EU, I'm taking it to the daily open. That's basically what I'm looking at on EU. I know our aim is a lot higher, but basically on EU, that's what I'm looking at. Okay, so we are break even on the trade. The trade is now risk free. So anyways, guys, I mean, I think I might just wrap it up right there, call it good. Right, you guys know what we did there. I mean, the divergence was just clean. EU and DXY divergence, simple, easy. We're at a key level, we got divergence. Boom. Right, we took the market structure shift. We got to a key level, we diverged, we waited for the right time, right? Because it was the right price, but not, if it doesn't align with the right time, then it doesn't matter. So right time, right price, price aligns with time, then you look for divergence, market structure shift, accumulation, distribution, manipulation. I mean, accumulation, manipulation, distribution, AMD, or market smart money reversal pattern, right? So again, I haven't talked about the smart money reversal, but we'll talk about it more as we proceed through these live streams. But again, guys, for those of you who weren't here at the beginning of the call, I'm doing a giveaway. All right, right before I wrap up this call, I want to make sure you guys are all doing this. Okay, what you're going to do is you're going to go to the description on the video. All right, and on the description of the video, you guys have my link tree. All right, and so the giveaway is actually pretty easy, and there's a lot of stuff that you get out of it. You either could win the 1 hour giveaway, right? The 1 hour one-on-one session with myself, or the Q&A sessions, right? Which you can ask any topic you want me to dive really deep and detailed into. Any topic, any strategy, anything trading related, and I will record a nice 15-20 minute video as a response for you to keep. Okay, and here's the giveaway. So you guys go to my profile on Instagram, and all you got to do is go to this post right here where it says private mentorship program, right? Go to that post and comment ready. Everyone that comments ready will get added on to the giveaway, and I'll announce all the giveaway winners tomorrow morning during our session. So I'll also announce you guys on my Instagram story. Okay, I'll announce you guys on the Instagram story, whoever wins by the end of the day. But you guys have till the end of the day, that way, you know, whoever's catching the recording, you still have an opportunity. But tomorrow on both Instagram and YouTube, I'll announce the winners. Okay, and guys, I mean, keep up with me. I know I always get asked, Bash, like, how can I reach out to you guys? Telegram. My Telegram is right there. It takes you directly to my Telegram. Okay, directly to my DMs. You can reach out to me on Instagram, Telegram. I think Twitter kind of blocks it. I think if you don't have if I don't have my privacy settings changed, like, you can't message me, something like that. If I don't follow you back, you can't message me. I don't know what Twitter rules are, but either way, Twitter's not the best place to DM me, because even if I did follow you back, the likelihood is that I won't get to the messages on the same week. I never really check Twitter messages, so you can tweet at me, reach out to me, or if you want to reach out to me privately, again, Instagram or Telegram are probably going to be your best options. But my number one thing that I check every day, all the time, is Telegram. Okay? So, stay in touch with me, guys. Make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube. Make sure you're subscribed to ICT. And yeah. Oh. Probably, yeah. Yeah. Looking for accumulation on DXY retracements. So yeah. So DXY longs. Yeah. Due to that divergence, DXY longs. You know, back into this imbalance up here. And that's where we're getting our EU shorts. Right? So pretty simple, pretty easy trade, right? Everything just lined up. You see your plan, you shoot the plan, and then you run it. Do you live trade every day? Last week I only traded one day out of the week. I was live with you guys all week, but I only took one trade. I only traded one day that week. I took like 3 trades, but I did trade that week, that day, sorry. So I don't know if you mean like live sessions, like do I stream live every day, or if I'm like trading every day. But if it's trading every day, no, I don't trade every day. I show up every day, but I don't trade every day. To a Nas. These guys are starting to do something. So I'm just getting ready over here on indices. But I don't think anything's ready yet. Again, you just gotta wait for these like obvious signs. Right? Because like EU, what if EU retraces and just continues going higher? And that's that. You know, like we end up just going higher for the day. We waited. That's why our plan was there, because we waited for a critical moment or price or something critical to happen in price that dictated us to get into the market. Right? We waited for all that evidence. We didn't just swipe it when we took out the high. We didn't just look to the left and then just take it. We waited for evidence, pullback, liquidity. We waited for everything. All right, guys. So we're going to wrap it up right there. I'm going to call it a super early session because, you know, why not? This is why we do this stuff, is so we can have the freedom to do what we want. So I want you guys to take the rest of your morning to have a great day. Make sure that you guys eat. You guys are well fed. That you start your day and you kick your week off correctly. Make sure you're prepared for the rest of the week. And make sure that you guys enter that giveaway. Guys, it's super simple. Super simple. It could not be easier to get added onto a giveaway. All right. So keep an eye on the announcements. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll be on with Matthew. And yeah, guys, let's keep running it up. Love you guys. appreciate you guys. I am risk free on this trade. I am holding to the low right here, and I'm gonna call it good after that. So let's run it.